Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Creative Mike Show. I got some news today. I wired a trustee attorney yesterday $30,000 to stop a homeowner from their house going into auction. Literally, I had about half an hour to wire over $30,000. I was kind of panicking, making sure all the numbers were correct and everything was fine, and I'll tell you guys a story about how this happened. So I get a text message from my partner. He's like, Mike, we got a problem. I'm like, Mike. I'm like, all right, let's calm down here for a second. What is the problem? Well, we got a problem because we're supposed to get a payoff. Everything was supposed to go through. We got the hard money lender lined up. They're ready to close, but the trustee has not sent over the payoff yet. A payoff is exactly what is owed to the lender, with all the legal fees and everything tacked onto it. So they didn't send a payoff, and the auction was scheduled for today at 11 a.m. So he's like, the only way we can get this done is if we go ahead and reinstate the loan. By reinstating the loan, you're basically bringing up all the arrears on the foreclosure, and they stopped the auction, the loan's reinstated. So why would I blindly just send over $30,000 to a trustee, a foreclosure trustee, and expect a good outcome, right? Well, guys, remember this. You got to understand real estate. You got to understand how to protect yourself too. So I didn't just blindly wire over $30,000. That'll be pretty stupid of me to do and trust the homeowner, right? So what I did was one of my partners that I work with, she went ahead and she prepared what's called a quick claim deed. And that quick claim deed gives me the right to record, and I own the property. So she signed a quick claim deed, and this is how it happened. So she prepares this quick claim deed, which basically signs over the property to me. It's not recorded though. I only record it if the homeowner tries to do some funny business and tries to, go back on their word or whatever the case is after I wired over $30,000. So here's what we do. So I went to notarize.com, right? When I notarize.com, and I looked at my wallet, I'm like, oh shit, my driver's license is expired, right? Because I lost my driver's license. Crazy story. I lost my driver's license. I've been trying to get one for like a week now, but you got to do these appointments at the DMV. It's like really stupid. They like walk-ins are only available in Chicago, like inner city Chicago, or like some places on Saturdays. The lines are crazy long, and then if you want to make an appointment, it's like impossible to do so. And so I went ahead. I have this global entry card, right? So I first try to do my global entry card, take a picture of it, no go. Then I try to do it again, no go again. So I'm like, okay, I have my old driver's license, right? So I take a picture of my old driver's license. Boom, we're good to go. I'm on the screen with the notary, the seller's there. We got the documents going. The notary's like, oh, your driver's license is expired. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? I know, but I have one on my phone that's not expired. I took a picture of it. I just don't have it on me. Can you use it? She's like, you know what? Can you put it in front of the camera so I can see your driver's license? I'm like, yes, ma'am, I can. So I put it in front of the camera. She's like, okay, I can't really see it. Can you go closer? So I go closer. She's like, okay, I see it. I see that it expires in 2029. Yes. Okay, cool. So we're good to go. So she starts, the seller is on there. The seller is at work. She starts notarizing the document. Takes about 2 minutes. If you guys are not doing this, you guys have to start doing this. I use notarize.com. Awesome service. Cost me like $35 to get the most important documents notarized. So I get these documents notarized. I also get an addendum notarized to change the purchase price around, because now I'm sending in $30,000, so I'm decreasing the purchase price by 30 G's. And then I'm just waiting for the wire instructions from one of our partners, right? So she sends me over the wire instructions from the attorney. I go to my bank. I plug in thing. I'm going really slowly. It's like It's like 3 o'clock Central Time. Wire cutoff is 4:30. Wire cutoff is 4:30 Eastern Time. Okay, so I'm at 3 o'clock. So I have like half an hour to get the wire to this trustee attorney. So I'm in there putting in the wire. I have the wire instructions, and I have the amount that's like, it's like an amount. So I go ahead and I round off this amount, right? I round it off just to make sure to get all the money. And I put in the information, I double check everything. I like to do things slow because you can really make a big mistake by sending in a wire. I'm like, boom, clicked, money, almost 30 grand out the door from my account. And waiting. I'm like, hey, Edith, is the wire in? Did they accept? Did they get the wire? She's like, no, they're checking. Not yet. I'll give you a confirmation. It took about 2 hours. 2 hours later, bam, we get a message saying wire received, auction stopped. Boom, we're good to go. So all we need now is a payoff, and we're going to close on this deal using a hard money lender. Now, lessons learned, right, from this is that not every single trustee will postpone the auction regardless, even if you're in process and you're trying to do something. One thing with this homeowner, there was one more thing that she could have done by herself if she really wanted to, which is file a bankruptcy. But she didn't want to file a bankruptcy, and the reason being is because she works for the city. And apparently, if you do that, you jeopardize your career. Pretty crazy. This is in Alabama. So she's like, I will not file any bankruptcies, and I do not want a foreclosure on my record. So we did everything we possibly can. She honestly just wanted to get out slate clean. That's all she wants to do. She's ready to let go of the house. She doesn't want it anymore. She's getting some funds, from us, of course, at closing as well. But we're getting this property for a very good price, because remember, guys, we serviced her. We did a lot for her from the beginning to the end. We were holding her hand. We were like, we promise you we're going to help you. A lot of people do not want a foreclosure on their record. It's one of the worst things you can have. It's 7 years on your record. It will haunt you. It will haunt you when you're trying to get an apartment, when you're trying to get a vehicle, anything. It pops up in your background checks, everything. So anything that you're trying to do, even when you're applying for a job now, guys, like they check your stuff. They'll look at your credit. They'll look at they'll look to see if you have a foreclosure on your record. I mean, it's people are checking more than they used to be. So a lot of these homeowners, remember, don't put your mind into their minds. A lot of them are like, listen, I'll sell it at a discount. I just want to be done with it. I want to be out. Like I'm tired of this feeling. I'm tired of being an ostrich. My analogy of being an ostrich, putting your head in the sand. I'm tired of it, right? And so I just want give me a little bit of money so I can start fresh. Take the house from me, save me from foreclosure, and let me move forward on with my life. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And so we kept our promise. It wasn't easy. It was hard. It was like I said, down to the last minute. It was pretty wild, actually, as I recall it right now. So, but you know what? It's the kind of stuff you got to do. You got to, you blindly send in $30,000, hope for the best. Would I have done this years ago? I don't know. It's probably not. I'm more of a risk taker now, but I'm very calculated when I take my risks, because I understand the value of money. I've made a good amount of money before. I've lost a lot of money before, and now every dollar really counts for me. I really wisely invest my money now. Put money aside. Put money aside for Uncle Sam, put money aside for unexpected expenses, put money aside for attorney fees. Trust me, when you're a business owner, you will start doing that. You're not going to go out there, start buying Lamborghinis, start buying big houses. You do that, one deal, one bad deal could take you back so badly. And you got all these payments, you got your, some of you guys are flashing your Lambos, you're flashing your Raris, you're flashing your big ass houses. Me, I live a mediocre lifestyle. My thing is just making sure that I have as much time with my family as possible, that I live well below my means. I have my assets. I continue to buy assets, and I continue to partner with the right people. That is my thing. I don't need a $2 million house. I don't need a Lambo, fancy cars. You know what all that is? All that is just bad fucking debt. That's all that is. It's just bad debt. You want to put yourself in debt? Go right ahead. I personally am 38 years old right now. At 45, I want to wake out of bed. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to Dominican this weekend. Let's go to I don't know, Cali, visit my brother. That's where I want to be at. I don't want to be looking at a mortgage of like $20,000 or a car payment of $1,000 or $2,000. Regardless if I could afford it or not, my vehicle takes me from point A to B, the same way as your Lambo takes you from point A to B, right? Am I maybe going to buy myself a nicer vehicle down the line when my assets pay for my liabilities? Sure, maybe, right? Maybe lease a nice car, like a weekend car. But for me, what I personally like to do is I like to vacation. So plan is right now I'm planning to take my mom to DR. Punta Cana is one of our favorite destinations. I love to give back to my mom. I love my mom so much. She's done so much for us. She's raised me and my brother since we were kids. I still can't believe how she did it. 2 boys, single mom, multiple jobs, and my goal is to make sure that I have enough assets where if my mom needs money or if my mom needs a place to stay, hey, mom, you can stay in my DC property. Hey, mom, you can stay in my San Antonio property. Hey, mom, you can stay in my Chicago property, whatever. That's where I want to be at. Like, I want to have those assets to be able to provide for my mom whenever, because obviously she's getting older. And guys, you guys don't understand this, but it is very, very expensive when your parents get older. People don't understand how expensive it is. I do reverse mortgages, okay? And I've done a lot of reverse mortgages, and I can tell you that when your parent starts to have cognitive issues, mobility issues, the caretakers, the nurses are so expensive. And then if you try to put them in a nursing home, they will take their house as collateral. And nursing homes cost about $10,000 a month. Are you going to pay for that? Right? Think about it. In the end, you, the children, you're responsible for that. So I've done a lot of reverse mortgages for people that were in those situations where the kids are like, man, like I can't take care of my parents. Like, I have a full-time job. I have kids. I don't even live in the same state as my mom does, or my parents do. Like, what do I do, right? So then it was like we were doing reverse mortgages, and it was just it's such a great product because it allows them to pull equity out of their house with no payments, and now they're making payments to these caregivers, to nurses, to whatever they need. And the thing is, it comes so fast. And one thing that people always told me is like, I wish I have prepared for this, because now me and my siblings, we're having to pay for all this out of pocket, because a lot of seniors, most of their assets are tied up in their biggest asset, and that is their home. Their home is their biggest asset. Pensions no longer. They're still pensions. From back in the day that seniors have. They have pensions. Some have annuities, things of that nature. My mom's generation, there's not much there. Maybe a little bit of Social Security if you were smart enough. You were investing in the S&P 500. Into a Roth IRA or a regular IRA, whatever you were doing. Maybe you were buying some real estate as well. paying that down so you have free and clear properties when you're older. But most people don't do that. Most people don't even have a paid off house by the time they retire. So just remember, think of that before you start splurging your money. When you're making money on your wholesale fees, on your fix and flips, remember, Uncle Sam's gonna get paid. I don't care if I don't care what you're doing, unless you're a big boy and you're a big player. You understand wealth preservation, tax strategies, all that stuff. Make sure you put money away. Have a little bank account called the tax account. Just put every single little paycheck that you get, that's profit. Put 20% in that account. I promise you, you will thank me later when taxes come around. Because guess what? You will not have to look into your pocket where your tax money is coming from, because you're gonna have a special account that says tax account. And then your accountant's like, well, you owe $50,000. You're like, all right, cool, no problem. Here's 50 G's, and maybe you have $100,000 saved up in that tax account. Now you have a surplus of funds in the tax account, right? So people do. I did this the opposite way. I had one account with my mortgage company, a bunch of money in that account. And then started like pulling money out of the account when crypto was going down, when stocks were going down. And then I'm like, shit, I'm down like 50% of my net worth over like 2 months. I'm like, what? That's when like crypto really crashed. That like the when Bitcoin went down to like 16,000 a coin, Ethereum was like at $600 a coin. I kept on buying the falling knife. I didn't wait for it to stabilize. I kept on buying the falling knife, right? And so 2 years ago, like my entire net worth went down like 50%, cash, all that stuff, bought a bunch of stupid stocks. Luckily, I did make some great investments, which have paid off and are paying off now. But at that time, I was using my business funds to purchase other things, that I should not have. And I didn't have a tax account. I didn't have an attorney account, right? Because you never know when you're going to get served for whatever reason, when somebody doesn't like you and they're going to serve you. Have that money. My thing is, you have to have at least, I think, $50,000 to $100,000 in a attorney account. And just in an attorney account, okay? When you're a business owner and you're scaling and you're trying to be on a massive scale, you want to have that. You want to have that in an account just in case. You never know what's going to happen. I got sued by a former employee, for wrongful termination, and he was suing me for like a lot of money. And I was like, it was the first time I got a lawsuit. And it was crazy because I didn't know how to handle it, and I panicked and everything else. And it was, luckily I found a good attorney that brought me back down to earth, but it cost me around $40,000. Did I win the lawsuit? I won the lawsuit, but I still paid around 40 grand to win the lawsuit. It didn't go to trial, right? Because if you want to take this shit to trial, you're looking at about $30,000 to $40,000 a year just to be in trial. So you want to settle. Luckily, this dude, he didn't get he got nothing from me basically. So it's a lesson that I have to remember, lesson that we all of us are going to be in eventually. If you're a business owner and you're doing things on a massive scale, or not even that massive of a scale, even at scale, right? Things are going to happen. So make sure you're protected. Make sure you have some sort of commercial insurance. Make sure you have that money set aside. I see people operating, making money, and then all of a sudden their money's gone. Like, dude, like taxes are coming, maybe you can do cost segregation if you own properties. What if you're just wholesaling? There is no cost seg for you. There is no accelerated depreciation, bonus depreciation, all these things that you learn while you're in real estate, right? All these things I learned from my friends. I have some very smart friends that I wholeheartedly appreciate. They've taught me so much. One guy that I want to put out there is Chris Craig. He's in Sub 2. What a phenomenal dude, man. He's anytime like I want to talk to him, he picks up the phone, he answers the email. He helped me set up my Series LLC in Nevada. I really want to do a deal with him. I really want to pay him back somehow because he's such a cool dude. And we have we align so well. And I'm actually going to go to one of his events that's coming up. So if you guys want to know who he is, it's Chris Craig. He's amazing. He's a tax strategist. I refer him a lot of my just customers, people that I know that make a lot of money, that want to save a lot of money, right? So Chris Craig, shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. You've been a great help to me. You've taught me so much about LLCs and about how things work and how to protect myself, how to become anonymous in certain situations, and overall how to become a better business owner. So thank you for that. So guys, I do want to let you guys know, if anybody, I'm on TikTok live too. Hey guys, what's going on? If you guys are not following me, shoot me a follow. I provide some pretty good information. If any of you guys are in Illinois and you're watching this, Indiana and the surrounding borders, guys, come out to Sub 2 Creative Finance with Creative Mike event. You won't be disappointed. The people that I have there are my friends. We talk about deals. We talk about how to structure deals. We break down deals that we've done, how we're keeping deals, like just overall, just a good time. business networking, we do business speed networking. By the time you get out of there, you meet everybody. I'm having one on the 28th, guys, which is coming up next week. So definitely don't miss out. It's going to be in Schaumburg, Illinois. We have limited seats. I only do like a 30-person room. It's very nice. It's very intimate. It's very personal. You get to meet everybody. My partners are going to be there. People I've done fix and flips with. My main attorney is going to be there. And that helps me with all my deals. He's going to be talking about some really good game as well. So if you're in Schaumburg, I'd love to come see you, meet you. Come on out, the 28th. You can get tickets on Eventbrite.com. Just search Sub Creative Finance with Creative Mike, and you should be able to get yourself a ticket. I don't know how many are left over. I mean, like I said, our capacity is only like 30 people, so I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to that. I personally really don't care like how many people come, as long as people come with good intentions and are wanting to work with us and I'm wanting to start making money. If you guys are looking for transactional lending, if you're a wholesaler, or if you're looking for transactional lending on a Morby method, go to creativelending.com. That's with a K, creativelending.com. And also you can go to creativefunds.com with a K is for transactional lending and Morby method lending. And if you want to do a DSCR loan, if you want to do a fix and flip loan, fix to rent loan, maybe you need gap lending, ground up construction, I got you guys. You can go to creativelending.com. That's with a K, creativelending.com. Go on there, file your application. A loan officer will contact you right away. They'll give you your terms. You'll be good to go. So take a look at those two things. If you're not following me on YouTube, definitely follow me on YouTube and check it out. We have some pretty cool videos. I do live calls with agents and sellers. You can kind of hear me talk. If you want to be part of like our sales joint venture team, just shoot me a DM on creative_Mike. So let me see if I can type in this here, guys. I should type here, right? Creative_Mike. Who wants to join me live? I didn't even know these people are. Invite lovely. Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing any lives like collabs yet on live. So sorry guys, I apologize for that. I'm just kind of learning this whole TikTok live thing right now. But it's pretty cool though. I'm liking it, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, so creative with a K_Mike. Okay, that's what you wanna do. But yeah, so we got a couple. Like I said, there's this deal in Alabama. Saved that seller from auction today. Pretty cool. Makes me feel good. Oh, you know what's crazy? So I lost my driver's license. Check out this karma, man. This karma is amazing. So I lost my driver's license and I've been looking for it for the last 2 weeks. And I get a text message from my significant other yesterday, late in the day. And she's like, "You are one lucky dude." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Someone found your driver's license. They took the time to go to the post office and give it to them. And we just got it in the mail." Wow. Like, thank you to the person that found my driver's license. Like, you are, I don't even know how you even knew that you have to go to the post, that you go to the post office and they mail it out to the person. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you so much because I was literally about to try to get an appointment, these stupid DMV locations, and get myself a new driver's license. So thank you to that person that found it and was kind enough to actually go to the post office and mail it and have the post office mail it to me. I mean, how cool is that? You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you. Maybe I've been doing some good things lately. Maybe like the universe is bringing good things to me, you know? I believe in that too. You know, you do good, you get good, right? You do bad, you get bad, you know? Um, you have integrity, you know, you're a good person. You do well by others, others will do well by you. And I guess this person, for whatever reason, didn't throw it out, didn't put it in their pocket, didn't give it to anybody, just took it to the post office. That was pretty cool. Well, guys, I am going to log off right now because I have to go to work. I have to go do so. I have to work. So I appreciate you guys. You're helping me a lot. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, there is a Zoom. I think we have a Zoom coming up this week, guys. Check out my Instagram stories if you want to see when Zooms are coming up, when events are coming up. We have Morby Method Zooms and we have foreclosure Zooms. You don't want to miss those because those are. I literally teach you how to I teach you how to do free steps to make money. Like you don't got to pay $1. Like literally, like it's free. Like I show you step 1, 2, 3, and you follow my steps, you make money. It's really that easy, right? As long as you stay consistent and you do enough, you'll make money with us. So check out our Zooms. Don't miss our Zooms. They're really good. They're also recorded, so we have them in a special drive. If you want to be part of the sales JV team, let me know. And other than that, you know, have a blessed day. Appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate you following me, following my journey in real estate. You know, as I always say, there's ups and downs. I'm not always going to be preaching and telling you about all the wins. Oh, speaking of speaking of a bad thing that just happened, buyer just canceled our contract in LA yesterday. So they did an inspection. Everything was fine, just some minor issues. But he was within his inspection period. We were going to give him even a credit of like over 10 grand for whatever needed to get fixed. And he just like backed out, whether it was because of the market, whether it was because of the repairs. I mean, we literally even offered to fix whatever needed to be fixed, but maybe he just got cold feet. A lot of people are getting cold feet right now. So, you know, it doesn't always go your way. You think you're gonna close a deal and make, you know, $100,000-$200,000. All of a sudden you're making nothing. It's back on the market and you're finding a new buyer. That's the name of the game, you know. If you wholesale, you get that fast, quick money. If you want to fix and flip, it's slower money. You're at the mercy of the market. You're at the mercy of the buyers. You're at the mercy of the agents. You're at the mercy of the inspections. You're at the mercy of the appraisals. You got to understand this game. That's we got to partner with the right people, right? So now we're back at it. We're looking at the other offers, but we're going to put it back in the market and see where things go because I think they're talking about lowering rates in September or something. So maybe more buyers will start coming around. So it's already August 21st. But those are bad. Those are the bad things, right? So we're always learning, we're always getting better. But if you prepare for obstacles, then you'll be able to find solutions. If you don't think that you're gonna get fun emails every single day with issues, then you're in for a big surprise. So yeah. But anyways, love you guys. Stay blessed. Be good. Have integrity. Right. Be good to others. Don't be greedy. Please don't be fucking greedy. It won't get you anywhere, man. It just won't. Someone's being greedy right now to me. So, but don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. If you are, don't DM me. I will not work with you, nor my team will work with you. So just keep that in mind. You know, we're offering you free education, free experiences, free hands-on learning. Don't be greedy. There's plenty of money, especially when you're young. If you're greedy when you're young, shit, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because you will not amount to much being greedy and doing everything on your own. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know you're still young, but just look at others. Look at the ones that are very successful. They do nothing on their own. Nothing. There's always partners involved and good people on their team. Don't be greedy. Anyways, that is it for the Creative Mike Show. My name is Creative Mike with a K. And as always, stay creative, my friends.